I'll explain in a minute. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I thought I would talk about my experience in Seoul, South Korea. Now, I didn't know how I was going to go about this. I thought I was going to make like a top 5 video, but I'm not a top 5 guy. So I'm going to have to find a way to do it my way. Alright, so a couple things before I start this video. One, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, and thank you for liking my last video and leaving such heartwarming comments. I really do appreciate it. And again, thank you very much. And also thank you, Mickey, for helping me out with that. So second, I thought it'd be important to mention the fact that I've been all over the world. I was born in Russia, Kamchatka Peninsula to be exact. I've been to Moscow, Tashkent, Uzbekistan, Egypt, Destin, Germany, Singapore, Guam, Manila, Philippines, and of course, Busan and Seoul, South Korea. And the first time that I went to South Korea was in Busan. At the time I was in the Navy, and we only stopped there for about 3 days. I didn't really get to explore like I wanted to. There was a lot of restrictions on what we could do, so I didn't truly get to experience the Korean culture. But I do remember thinking how cool the South Korean military uniform looked like. And all the soldiers were really nice to us. We exchanged patches and laughs. It was just a cool memory. So the purpose of me actually opening this box was to show some pictures of where I've been. But I feel like this box deserves a whole video on its own, because there's a lot of pictures from when I was in Russia in here, and I think this will make a good story about living in Russia or growing up in Russia. For instance, look at this picture. This is what the Russian kid looks like carrying potatoes. I learned how to fly a helicopter at the age of 6. Everybody knows how to fly a helicopter at the age of 6. Sorry about that. Sorry about the bad accent. But again, I feel like this is video worthy, so I'm gonna save this for a whole later occasion. So I'm making this video for people that have never been to South Korea. So hopefully I can give you a few tips, share my experience with you so you can have an understanding of what it's like. So one of the first things I thought I would talk about is transportation. So the subway and the bus system in Korea is absolutely amazing. Now the reason that I say this is because everything is always on time. Well, from my personal experience anyways. Whenever you walk up to the bus stations or the subway station, you will actually see a timer of how long until the bus actually arrives. That is something that you don't really see here in America. One cool thing I wanted to mention about the buses is that a lot of the seats recline. And there's a lot of space, so you can actually take a nap if you wanted to. The subways can get a little bit crowded sometimes, but it's not so bad. If you're claustrophobic, I'm sorry, but it just depends on the time of the day. If people are getting off work or people getting out of school. So if you're claustrophobic, kind of plan a little bit ahead. Now I know you're probably wondering, why am I outside? Well, this is to kind of put things in perspective. Here in America, I personally don't feel safe anywhere at any time. I'm always watching my back. I'm always weary of everyone that's around me. I don't trust any car that passes by me. I'm always on alert. And that's because America in general is a very dangerous country, no matter how safe the environment might seem. So that being said, the next quick topic is going to be safety. And I have never truly felt so safe anywhere like I did when I was in South Korea. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, where you're at, how drunk you and your friends might be, it's safe. And it's an awesome feeling because you don't have that anxiety or that worry that you have to always be aware and alert of what's going on around you. Now, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be, because bad things happen everywhere in the world. But still, it's kind of a place where you can let your guard down. So whenever you do go, don't worry. This is not a place where you have to be afraid. This is a place where you can truly relax and have a great time. The third topic is going to be day and night activities. This is a tough one because I don't even know where to start, because there's so many things that you can actually do in Seoul. So for instance, let's say you like video games. You can go to an internet cafe and have the time of your life if that's what you're into, video games, like I am. Chairs are big and comfortable, the screens are nice and big, you can order all types of food and drinks from the screen so you never have to move. It's perfect. Another fun thing that I had, another thing that I thought that was fun was arcade games. They have all these mini arcades spread out all over the cities, and they have some larger ones too. But I highly suggest you check it out. Even though I lost a lot, it was still a lot of fun. You might be just walking on the street bored, boom, go play some arcade games for 10-20 minutes. You can also go explore the rich culture of Korea. For instance, you can go to a palace and wear hanbok. It's like the traditional Korean dress for men and women. And I personally had a blast doing it, taking pictures everywhere and just kind of experiencing the culture. Also, Seoul is known for their fashion. So if you're into fashion, this is definitely a place for you to go. They have shopping malls and shopping plazas everywhere. Everywhere. It's a little bit overwhelming, but you will just see how well dressed everybody is, and it's gonna make you want to go to a store and buy something new. So you might want to bring a little bit of a shopping cash. Seoul is known to be a city that doesn't sleep, for a good reason. Once you go out at night, you'll see many restaurants still packed with people just eating, drinking, and having a good time. And it's all harmless fun. If you want to go to clubs, there's many clubs you can go to, go dance, and just enjoy yourself. I'm a type of person who likes to just sit down and eat food with good people, drink and eat. That's the type of person that I am. But if you don't want to go out at night, I still suggest you do, just so you can see how alive the city is at night. It's really exciting. So please go out and experience the nightlife of Seoul. It's beyond my words. The fourth subject is going to have to be people. The people are super friendly and nice. They don't really care if you are capable of speaking Korean or not. Even though they would appreciate it if you did, you don't necessarily have to. As long as you're just being polite and you're not being ignorant and rude. If you have any problems or getting lost in terms of transportation or getting somewhere that you need to get to, people will help you. They will try their best to help you. But no, people are really shy to speak English. I have found that majority of Koreans speak really good English, it's just they're shy to use it. But I promise you, they will help you, or at least try their best to help you to get to wherever you need to get to. I just remember how polite everybody was to me, always. No matter where I was at, it was a good feeling. It feels more like a family. Let's get serious for 1 second. I have never eaten so much food in my entire life. Everything tasted so good. Doesn't matter where I ate, everything was just fantastic. So if you're a big foodie like me, please try everything. I highly suggest that you try the street food. It's relatively cheap and it's so good and just delicious. It's not something that we see here for street food would be like hot dogs and like a hamburger. But there they have this whole array of just so many different varieties of different foods that you can try. I suggest that you actually have at least one day where you just go eat food. The majority of the meals are actually relatively cheap. It's just how much are you willing to actually eat? And I ate a lot. Actually, I ate so much, I think I put on 15 pounds. And it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Just trust me when I say everything tastes amazing. Everything. Every single thing. I promise you that you will not regret anything that you eat. It's so good. So good. Actually, you know, when I came back from Korea, I had trouble eating anything else for 2 or 3 days. I just didn't want to eat anything other than Korean food, and yeah, that was kind of rough. Now I can go on and list many different things that I personally love about Korea, but you're just gonna have to go for yourself and find your things that you enjoyed. And I promise you, you will find many. Also, you could learn a few phrases too, like 감사합니다, like that means thank you. That's like a very respectful way of saying thank you. Or 안녕하세요, like hello, goodbye. Just learn little phrases, and I know when I said them, I could see people smile. A lot of them confused, like, oh, why did he say that? You know, they didn't expect a foreigner to say anything in Korean. But a lot of times people were thankful and they were happy that somebody took the time to learn about their culture. So take the time, just a little bit of time, to learn a little bit about the culture of Korea before and during your stay. And I promise you, you will have a great experience. There's so much hatred spread around the world. So let's create a new one, a better one, filled with love, smiles, and laughter. And by doing small things like that, by going to a foreign country, learning their culture, and showing your respect towards them, that is how we will achieve unity. If you've never been to South Korea, please go. And I hope that one day this video can actually help you if you have never been. And last thing, I know I've been talking a lot, I'm sorry. But the last thing is, I just wanted to thank all of the people that I have met in South Korea, in the entire country, for showing me such a great time. I'm forever thankful, and it was the most memorable time of my life. I'm planning on coming back soon, and I'm sure your arms will be as wide open as they were before. I hope this helped. Y'all have a great day.
Without you